folks, welcome back to GBL, the Old Church 5-Acre Homestead. Gary here. I'm going to start with a question for you. What do you do during a snow day in Canada? The schools are all closed, folks, due to the heavy freezing rain that's on the go right now. Teacher Garry, Mr. Garry, Vice Principal Garry is home, and I'm here in my garage. Back to that question. What do you do in Canada during a snow day? Well, here's what I do. I like my old-fashioned Enterprise wood cook range. That's what I'm going to do. But not only that, I'm going to do a couple of unboxings today. In the mail recently, Miss Betty and I, we received a couple of packages from a couple of companies that have approached us very, very recently to try out their products. In this package is a new tool, and I'm going to share that with you very, very soon. So stay with me, folks. Don't go away. You're going to want to see what's in this package. You're also going to want to see what's in this larger package. A second company approached us as well very recently, and we're going to do an unboxing of what's in this package. Stay with me, folks. We're going to do that very, very soon. In the next clip, though, I'm going to show you what we're going to be using today to light this old-fashioned stove. For our fire today, folks, let me show you what we're going to be burning. On the top of the stove, I have some Christmas paper left over from gifts that Mr. Santa brought Miss Betty and I, and Mr. James, and Mr. Devin, and Miss Katie, and Miss Rosie. Okay, so there's some Christmas paper that I have twisted up, and I do that because it lasts longer in the firebox when it goes alight. I also have some cardboard here. I processed a cardboard box a little while ago into smaller pieces that I'm going to use in the firebox today. I've got some small kindling here, left over from a project that I've done recently. I've got some whole pieces of pallet wood, and then on the end right here, some larger pieces of 2x4. That's going to be what we're going to use to get this fire going. And folks, look over here in the corner. I've got all these cardboard boxes, and I've got all these totes here, all full of wood, and we're going to be using that, of course, to keep this fire going today. I also have my little Bic lighter and my longer match. Let's get this fire started. Okay, we are going to begin lighting this fire today in this old-fashioned wood cook range by putting down some of these pieces of Christmas paper here that I have curled up and I have twisted up. So I'm just going to lay down a few in the bottom. I'm going to get some of my smaller kindling. I'm just going to put in a few of these pieces in there as well. And then I'm going to put in a few pieces of this cardboard. I'm going to rip this again. And I'm just going to put down a nice layer of Christmas paper, a bit of kindling, and a bit of cardboard to get this fire started. Here we go. Now, put a couple of more pieces of this Christmas paper in, Mr. Garry, and a little bit more of this really fine pieces of kindling in here. Now, I'm going to light my longer match, folks. Here we go. And we do have flame. We do have fire. Okay, let's light this firebox in a few places now. There in the front, along the side, Mr. Garry, up toward the back as well. Okay, we've got a lit there now, I think in about 4 places. Here we go. Okay, I think she's good there now. Put in a few more pieces of this Christmas paper. Alright, here we go. Okay. A few more pieces of this small kindling here. A couple more pieces of the cardboard. There's a little flame going there now, folks. All ready. Well, and there. Crackling also. Doesn't take very long, I can tell you that. Now I'm going to put in a little bit of the larger kindling and work my way up to the big stuff, the 2x4 stuff. But not yet, not yet. Take your time now, Mr. Garry. Okay, here we go. couple more smaller pieces. You can already see the flame, can you? There you go. Let's put the cover on. When we come back in a second, that's going to settle down a little bit, and we'll be able to put in some of the larger wood to get this fire going. And very, very soon, we will be able to do our unboxing. Okay, take a listen, folks. Take a listen. Can you hear the crackling? Can you see the nice fire in that firebox? Let's get some of this larger stuff now. Pack in there. I don't think we got any worries now of this fire going out. A nice little fire going in this firebox. Here we go. Now, Mr. Garry, get a couple more pieces of this stuff. Shove that in there. Okay, let that fire up. Then when we come back, we'll put in some of the larger stuff that I have left there on the oven door. And then we got lots and lots and lots of firewood over here in these cardboard boxes and in these plastic totes. Lighting our old-fashioned Enterprise wood stove today, folks. And we are also going to be doing a couple of unboxings today. Join us, folks. Stay with us. Okay, let's check on our wood stove, shall we? Okay, a nice fire going. Time to put in some more of this wood. We're going to fill up that firebox here now, folks, right to the top. Get a nice fire going out here in the garage today. It is a snow day today, lots of freezing rain. The power flicked a couple of times last night. We really thought we were going to lose our power last night, but we didn't. So hopefully it won't go anytime soon. There's a lot of freezing rain on the power lines. The power lines is full of ice and full of snow. So a miserable Canadian winter day today. Okay, so our stove is all fired up, all banked up. So we're gonna let that go. Okay, we're gonna take one final look at our wood stove. It's getting nice and warm here in the garage now. Soon ready to begin the unboxings. So you're gonna wanna stick around for that. I'm just gonna shove in a couple of more pieces in there now, Mr. Garry. Get them in the firebox here. Okay, now I think I might be able to get one more in there. Like I said, wanna bank her up. Here we go. So while that wood is burning away there now in the stove, folks, we're going to get ready to do those two unboxings. They're going to be in two separate videos, of course, and you're going to want to join us for that. We're going to conclude this video lighting our wood stove here on a Canadian snow day, and you're going to join us now in parts 2 and parts 3, a Canadian snow day. What do? Well, we light our stove and we do a couple of unboxings. Join us, folks, for parts 2 and part 3. Garry, signing out.